Hello, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to episode 4 of Nottingham Forest, Aussie Cluff. And since the last episode, you can see a mixed bag is the only way to describe it, really. We went away to Fleetwood. I was a little bit anxious about this, and it was absolutely dominant from us. We destroyed them. You can see Tilly got a goal, Callum Mosley added 2 more, and Elizage with a 4th. We absolutely played them off the park. It was amazing. Then we went and played Colchester. I think they were 22nd in the league or something, and we were horrible. Truly, insert your F word of choice, horrible. We did not get a single shot on target. I don't know what happened. It could only be complacency, having had 3 good wins in a row. I don't know. I was literally lost. And look, I mean, Malacase, who's been absolutely brilliant for us, played a 4.06. You can see Holmes Dennis played a 6. Look at those metrics. We were, honestly, I could not play us down enough. We were that bad. It was horrible. I almost rage quit, to be honest. It was just absolutely horrible. But if we look at the league table, we're still sitting pretty. We're joint top with Luton. 8 games played, 17 points. So in the grand scheme of things, it's all fine. But I mean, look where Colchester is sitting in the league, 18th. I mean, that was only their second win of the year. It was horrible, but we'll move on from that swiftly. So this episode, what we're going to do is we're going to play Coventry away, and then we're going to play Rochdale home. You see, Coventry are 23rd, so they're struggling as well. Rochdale 24th. So in theory, this should be 6 points. But like I say, Colchester were right down there, and they absolutely pounded us. So Coventry, this is the team we're going with. We're going with the 4-3-3. Coventry, the scouts say, struggle. They can see a lot of goals or their assists come from the wing. So we're going to try and exploit that by playing extra wide men. So it's Ollie Day in goal, Holmes, Dennis, Sutar, Malacase, and Njoku done. It's the back 4. We're going to give De Silva Lopez a game in the halfback role. He's quite good on the ball, typically a wide player, but I think he'll do a job for us. He's got good anticipation and good determination as well. He can pass the ball, so I think he'll do okay in there. So a bit of experimentation for that. Bobby Mack and Brunt playing midfield. We've lost both our main midfield guys. Matty James is gone, and where is he? And just underneath, you can see Liam Mason. Now, is he back fit? He did pick up a knock. Let's have a look. Liam Mason, 84. We maybe won't start him, but you know what? We might just drop him on the bench. Yeah, we might just drop him on the bench because the Rochdale game is coming up just in a few days' time. So we'll try and save him for that. We have him, if we're looking horrible, we have him to bring on. Zelor and Mosley down the wings with Elzage up top, the big target man. And of course, don't forget, after this episode, after the Rochdale game, the best goals of September will be on Goals of the Month. So make sure you check out some of those. There was quite a few goals, especially the Fleetwood game. That will probably feature heavily, I would imagine. João Mario says, do it for the fans. We are away from home. How many fans are in the stadium, I think, is debatable. Let's go with... I'm expecting to see a much better performance today. I'm going to go with that. That time at Villa, we never really had a game where we were that truly awful. I mean, we did have bad games, but yeah, usually it was against good clubs. You can kind of write it off. But yeah, that was just... Let's hope for better anyway. The good news for you guys is that you didn't have to see it, so you're unscarred from that performance, which is probably a good thing. But like I say, I'm sure we'll do better. We'll bounce back here, and we're still top of the league too. So we don't have to get too carried away, I don't think. Now this is looking a little bit dangerous for a kickoff highlight. We can cut it out any second now, please. It's still going. Can we get a foot in? This is a very extended kickoff highlight. Not enjoying this one bit. Ollie Day, what a save that is early on. Well, not good signs, is it? Not good signs at all. Let's hopefully defend this corner. There's a lot of... Well, those guys are supposed to be marking that zone. That's okay, we've got it clear. Go on, Bobby Mack. Go on, son. Not quite. Can we get out? Oh, come on, somebody go out and clear that. We got there eventually, back posts. We've cleared it again. Holmes Dennis has done really, really well there. This Broadhead guy, though, is looking quite dangerous. This highlight continues. We've had a minute and a half of just solid Coventry highlights. Good tackle. Who was that? That was a really good tackle when we needed it most. Let's give them some encouragement here. It looks like we might need it. We had 61% of the ball, so we've come back into it after that early struggles. Now, is this a corner or throw? It's a throw. Holmes Dennis in for Zelor. Can Zelor turn and get across in? He's got Elzage. No, blocked. Zelor, can he get there? Not quite. Holmes Dennis does, though. Come on, boys. Let's see if we can just build. Just be a little bit patient. De Silva Lopez. Mellow case. He owes us a performance after last game. Mosley may have been offside there. No. Come on, Callum. He picks the cross out for Elzard. Over the bar. He should have scored. Oh, that was a sitting header, wasn't it? And they're weak from the flanks, and they do concede a lot of headed goals, which is the exact reason why we've got Elzage in there as well, because he is a bit of a beast in the air. Mosley crosses in again. It's a bit of a flap punch. Bobby Mack to Zelaw. No, back to Bobby Mack. Still can't quite find a way through. Go on, Zelaw, close him down. No, is this going to end up being a Coventry highlight? Can we get a foot in there? Holmes Dennis has done really well. Really impressed with him as a fullback, or a wingback in either role, actually. He's done really, really well. He's someone that we might look. Elzage's got a turn for space in for Mosley. Can he find him again? Pass it back. It's a penalty. Has to be a penalty. All right, so it's going to be Elazage? I think that's how you'd pronounce that. Anyway, he's taken the penalty for us. And hopefully, after a slow start, we have come back into it, and we can get that goal to go ahead. Come on, son. Go! We've had a few minutes of dominance, so I think we probably deserve that, but it's good to go ahead as well. You can see we have come back in possession. Now we just need to make sure that we keep our heads here. We have got a nasty habit of conceding goals once we're in front. Can we get a foot in here somewhere? No, it doesn't look like it. It's all right. They're just passing sideways and backwards. We can deal with that. Of course, highlights tend to mean eventually they're going to go forward. We're done well. Brunt, just couldn't quite get the tackle in cleanly. Can we get someone over there? We can. There's a man free in the middle. Off the post has saved us. We're looking okay going forward. I mean, you think that sitter that Elazage missed as well, but we're not looking good defensively. There's a bit of a lungy tackle. Bit of a coming together. As long as it's not a red card, then we can deal with that. This is a danger position for a free kick. You'd be a little bit unlucky in League One to have this go in. Oh, it's off at the wall. It's a deflection. I had to say that, didn't I? I've jinxed it. Oh, dear. Okay, so let's give them a concentrate. You can see, again, as soon as we went in front, we just seemed to look like we choked. Now, assuming this took a deflection, yeah. It's a little bit unlucky. It didn't go flying in the top corner, but, back of the net's the back of the net, isn't it? As they say, they don't draw pictures on the scoreboard. There's a good ball in for Zelaw. Zelaw for Callum Mosley. Callum Mosley back to Zelaw. What's happened there? It is a goal kick. Nothing's happened there. I think it was on Zelaw's right foot, wasn't it? So probably not the right foot we would want it. Can we give them another encouragement here? Yeah, look at this. We can just see Coventry's just come right back into it now as soon as they got their goal. I think we had the match preparation. Have it as attack or defense? I can't even remember now. I think we're just going to have to leave it on defense for a while because we just don't look good defensively for any extended period of time. Coming into half-time here, we don't want to go in behind, not having taken the lead. All right, come on, boys. All right, this Broadhead guy's been worrying me a little bit. He's done well. No, he's gone and left him. He's just run away from him. He's the most dangerous man on the field, and he's just run away and left him. Unbelievable. I'm just going to stop praising anybody. We're going to ask for demand more here. Look at this. He's done really well. There was Holmes Dennis, wasn't it? Had to be. Can we click on that? Yeah. Why are you doing that? You've left him in acres of space. Ollie Day's done his best to try and cut the cross out. And again, defensively, we are woeful. So we have shots on goal. We've arguably been the better team. We just cannot defend. Interesting team talk here. It's going to have to be... One person's looking nervous there. We're going to have to go assertive, I think. Where's your passion? We've got a nervous-looking Lopez, so we'll tell him we've got faith in him. Bobby Mack, I'm just going to have to reinforce the fact he's been terrible. El Haj, there's more to come, bad luck. And we might make a few tactical changes, but I'll edit that out and we'll explain them when we come back. Okay, so what we've done is we're going to stop exploiting the flanks. We're going to look to hit in early crosses, and we're going to be a little bit more direct, more mixed passing than short, and just see if we can just put them under a little bit more pressure. We're dominating the ball for the most part. Just feel like we're all getting frustrated. Just to relax. Let's give it a calm down. There's no need, and now we've gone and got bruised ankle. That should be okay, shouldn't it? Zelo from the corner. We do have some height in there. Mallocation! I'm not going to praise him. I'm going to tell him to concentrate because apparently as soon as we score, we clock off. But that's a good header at the near post. We should be scoring a lot of goals like that because we do have a lot of height. Let's not go and concede a goal straight back again, please. Can we get a tackle in, a counter-attack? Something. Come on. A little bit lungy. No, nothing there. They're going backwards, though. Can we keep the pressure on them? I don't see Elazage's... Oh, there he is there with the knock. All right, Zelo. Zelo's in. He's got decent pace. He's got Callum Mosley with him if he can find him. Callum Mosley. Oh, good defensive header. What a header that was. That's so unlucky. Go on, Callum. Close him down. Right, a little bit of a hoof. Zuta is there for Bobby Mack. Bobby Mack first time for Elzage. Oh, what an effort. That would have been quite the goal. Can we give them some more encouragement? Not yet. All right. Oh, he's injured now. Probably. I was just about to say I should take him off. He's probably pushing it. We have Toth, who has good pace down the wings. So we might bring him on. We'll play Callum Mosley as a complete forward. We'll try him as an advanced forward. Or should we just try him as a poacher? Let's just try him as a poacher up there. He is... I mean, we saw last episode against... who did he get a hat-trick against? I can't remember now. Was it Barnsley? Bradford. It was Bradford, wasn't it? Yeah, that he's quite the goal scorer when he gets a chance. So we'll have a complete faith, to make a difference. Toth still sort of settling into the club a little bit. Now, Bobby Mack isn't having his best game. We did have Mason on the bench. I'm wondering if it might be maybe a sneaky 10 minutes at the end for Mason, see if he can go and pick a pass that wins it for us. Holmes Dennis is just all over the place. I'm wondering if we should tell him just to man-mark Broadhead. All right, can we get a foot in here somewhere, please? Oh, dear. Oh. All right, Bobby Mack's not having his best game, so we will bring Mason on for him. And we'll just switch these two back. Brunt can do that, he can do that. Any other change we want to make here? We do have Tilly on the bench, who's quite good. But more sort of up in this position of the field. We might, if there's 5 minutes to go and we're feeling it, we have faith in to go to make a difference, we might bring Tilly on and just really have a go for it. I'm thinking maybe away from home, this wouldn't be a terrible point, but Brunt's not having his best game either. We can push the Silva Lopez up, so let's do that. Let's have a real crack at this. This could go horribly wrong and come back and really, really bite us. So we'll put Mason into a central midfielder. We'll put Lopez as a Mazzala. I don't hate the idea of that. No, let's go box to box for him. I think he should be capable of doing that. Tilly, we're capable of making the difference. All right, and this is just an effort to go and win the game. So hopefully it won't all go wrong for us. We'll give them a push forward if we can. There we go. 5 minutes. Come on, boys. Roar. Rah. Okay. McKendrick. Can we win this header, please? We've got good tall defenders. We can. Mosley can't quite get on the end of it. It's gone back over our heads, but Njoku's there. Back to Day. Can we build from the back? All right, don't go too far. He's gone out. It's gone in for Toth. Crossfield ball. It's a horrible crossfield ball. Oh, Broadhead, the man we don't want. Powell's had a good game for him as well. Oh, no. Oh. It was all happening in slow motion, wasn't it? Again, we've had so many shots on goal. We should have won this game. just defensive lapses, once again, are just proving to be absolutely fatal for us. That's a good tackle from Callum Mosley. I'm not quite sure what our poacher's doing back winning that ball, but I'm glad he was. Can Toth get to that? He can't. That's the game. 2-2. Again, it's a team that's right down there, and we should have won that game. It's just really disappointing, isn't it? We'll just... We're some sort of match we should be winning, and we'll just move on. There we go. So we've been knocked off the top of the league. I just feel like the problem we're having is with that 4-3-3, it was working so well for a while, and that was what we played against Colchester as well, trying to exploit a team's weakness out wide, and it's just not quite working for us. But anyway, stay right there. We'll be back for Rochdale in just a moment. Okay, welcome back. It's Rochdale at home. If we look at the table here, we can see they are down there. They're in the relegation zone, but that hasn't stopped us in the park. Coventry are dead bottom, and they almost beat us, so we don't want to take it for granted here, but again, at home, we should be winning this game. This is a team we're going with. We're going back to the 5-3-2. I'm just a little bit annoyed. Every time we play the 4-3-3 right now, it seems to suit Zelaw best of all, but he hasn't really done well, has he, the last couple of games? So we're going back to the 5-3-2, so it's Day in goal. Davidson, Suter, and Malakase across the back. Holmes, Dennis, and Njoku down the wings. It's Brunt and Mason in midfield. It's Tilly, Elizage, and Callum Mosley leading the line for us. Okay, so we can see they're lining up very defensively. Ourselves, we've been doing defensive positioning as match preparation training. So let's hopefully see the results of that. If we can take half our chances, and if we can defend well, there's no reason why we can't win this game, but we haven't been doing either of those things lately. All right, let's go with a passionate, let's give the fans a performance, then some calm, we have faith. And I just want to see a good performance from us. We haven't had one in a little while. We're more than capable of scoring goals too. You saw even last game of this episode. It's so many shots on goal and just missed chances after missed chances. It's really frustrating, but I'm not quite sure how we fix that just yet. I'm wondering if we play Elizage as a target man on support, if he might look to play some men in, because he seems to be the main culprit of missing chances, but then he has games where he just bangs them in as well. So I don't know if it's a confidence thing or just inconsistency. He is young and he's on loan too, so he develops with us rather than, I think it's Tottenham we got him from. So that might just be a part of it as well. But this formation just tends to suit us a little bit better right now. Just a nice ball from Tilly. Look at that, out to Njoku. Can he pick out a cross to Callum Mosley? The back post. That's a little bit better. Look at this pass. Was it Brunt that picked out? No, it was Tilly. What a pass that is, and Njoku so much time and space, gets the cross in, Callum Mosley drifting over to the back post and could not miss really, could he? That's a really good start to the game, 16 minutes in, 1-0 up at home against a team that is really struggling, although they did win their last game 4-0, so there's obviously some form in there somewhere for them. But yeah, that's really happy with that. Let's see if we can kick on now. Tilly, nice ball down the line for Mosley, crosses it in for Elizage. Oh! Going in. The thing I don't like about this Plains formation is that it kind of takes Zelaw out of the picture. Oh, just over the bar, off the bar was it? And of course, we like him, so it's a little bit of a selection headache. I expect to have Zelaw knocking on my manager door any minute now, demanding to play. But the team's just playing a little bit better like this right now, and so we kind of have to go with that. So sorry, Zelaw. Let's see what we can do. If we can just get into half-time here, let's see if we can give them a concentrate. You can see still not the best overall performance, but we've obviously defended better because we haven't seen much of them at all in terms of match highlights, which is good. But just sharing possession, we've had much more of the attacking play though. So let's give this a... You've played well, but there's still room for improvement. I'll just go through and do a few individual team talks here, and then we'll come back for the second half. All right, so hopefully we can kick on here. This being a home game, this is one that we really want to win. At least Coventry, we can kind of hide behind the fact it was away. So a point on the road isn't probably the worst thing, but we know we should have done better in that game, which is the disappointing thing, I think. Let's give them a concentrate here. Just starting to lose out on possession, which is a little bit concerning. But possession obviously isn't the everything, is it? It's what you do with it. But we can see that they've had a few more shots this half as well, so they are coming back into it. Give them some encouragement. Very boring second half, isn't it? So let's just see if we can make a change or so here. I'm wondering if Louis Mars on for Elazage might be a good one. If they're going to try and sit back a little bit, put him on support, defensive striker on support, just close down the back line a little bit, try and force a mistake. We could probably go off attacking and back to control. And then, yeah, I like the idea, especially in this league, of just putting a little bit of pressure on the defence and just see how they cope with that. He's looking nervous. That's not exactly what we wanted. Let's give them another encouragement. Coming into the end of the game here. So, hasn't been a classic, has it? But if we can take the 3 points, then I think we can deal with that. All right, Liam Mason over a ball. Knocks it in. Oh, I thought that was in for a second there. Must have just gone the other side of the post. That would have been a nice way to cap off the episode, wouldn't it? Right, so let's go into tactics. We're into stoppage time. We can sit our fullbacks now because we don't need them bombing forward anymore. We might even look to bring De Silva Lopez on. We can put him just back in there just to start and close everything down. I wonder if Mason might actually be better off back there. As a half-back or no, we'll go as a deep-lying playmaker. I'm okay with that. We can put Brunt in as a central midfielder on support. De Silva Lopez as a box-to-box. And then we'll just start and close this down. We want to retain possession, stay on feet, be more disciplined, stick to positions. And just go slightly mixed, so that if it has to go, it goes. And we might just go more structured as well. Give us a nice little team talk. Go on, son. De Silva Lopez still wants to leave and he's still unhappy, which is not ideal because I would like to keep him. But this should be it anyway. We can blow this up any second, ref. We are into the 5th minute of 4. Mars isn't going to win that, is he? Oh, he did win that. What a leap that was. That's all right. Let them have it back there. That's not a concern of us. And there it is. 3 points. Hard fought. Certainly not the goals I was hoping for, but Callum Mosley has secured us the 3 points, which is nice. We'll give it a good win. We won't say they were poor because it wasn't that bad. Certainly defensively, I think we were much much better that game, weren't we? So we can see there we are, top of the league, a point clear of Wigan, 2 points clear of the automatic promotion places, which is ultimately our goal, isn't it? If we ideally we'll win the league, but it's all about going up this season. But that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed that, a thumbs up. 4 points out of 6. We wanted 6, didn't we? But 4 points isn't bad, especially given that the game was on the road. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please do subscribe because we're going to try and build another dynasty here like we did at Aston Villa. But we'll be back next time. That'll be Sunday. We'll do... Do we want to do the FA Cup? We don't know who we're playing yet. It might be a nobody. So what we'll do, Luton's up there, aren't they? So we'll come back next time. We'll do Luton at home. We'll do Bristol Rovers away. That'll be Sunday. So until then, I've been Aussie Bill, and thank you very much for watching, as I said, and please enjoy our best goals from September. Take care.
lips, blow you a kiss, now smile. Life's beautiful when you're with me. I will light you up before we party. Arm in arm, we'll dance and sing. We're superstars, darling. We're superstars, now smile. We're superstars, darling. Now smile. I'm the solar system, your galaxy, in a crazy orbit, bring me closer to me. My joie de vivre, baby, it's gravity. We're superstars, darling. We're superstars, now smile. We're superstars, darling. Now smile. It's about love